Sorry about that, folks. OBS decided that I can't stream, so I had to restart. Still saying something about stream information not working, but yeah, well, if the Twitch settings are a bit off, then they are a bit off. Starting in a second. Okay, let's do this. Hey folks, back at it again. Just came back from the lake. It was pretty fantastic. Pretty much probably the last summer day of what we have left. It was still 30°C today, so the kids wanted to go swimming. So I think that was a good thing to do. Now I've been doing some thinking and I've been doing some implementing as well on the side while I was editing podcast, which is going to be released tomorrow, about the zombie game. So basically where we at from the last go was to have the main micro game loop pretty much working. So we have the dude running around, gathering stuff and getting back to a camp. And we had this day-night cycle, and that's it. Yesterday, somebody asked about a miniature game I used to build. We did a Kickstarter. It's called Lands of Ruin. Doesn't exist anymore, other than in GitHub, an open source Android application, and some stuff elsewhere. But in that game, the kind of the persistent part was the tribe, not the individuals. The individuals kind of died and respawned and whatever, gained experience and started from zero. I thought maybe we should try that again. So that's what I've been doing a little bit, like building some foundations for that. Let me show where we are now. Of course, after rebooting my computer, all my preparations are gone, but we can get it running again. The game is starting to have a little bit more depth, if you can say depth about game where we run away from zombies and shoot. But yeah, let me show how it looks like. This is probably the correct setup. So yeah, here we go. So what do we have now is a tribe selection. So you can have multiple, you can play multiple tribes. You can think this is like save files. You don't really save in the game. Whatever you do, you lose guys, you lose guys. That's fine. You can survive that. Your tribe lives on. One of them is one of them is built by Claude. When Claude is testing something, it doesn't mess with my tribe that I've been playing with for a long time. I think maybe there should be a play time. At least there's a number of raids. So I've been doing 121 raids already. So you choose your tribe or start a new one. And what we have here, I'm aware of this guy standing in a furnace, but what we have here is we have the first like a store item that kind of does something. So Weapons Forge at the moment is going to create 1 grenade consumable for you per night. It spawns in the morning. And otherwise, these are the old things that were here before. You're able to upgrade the forge, and basically everything in this game is running with the same algorithm with the XP requirements or scrap requirements. So every level always needs 25% more than the previous level. So in this case, you buy it for 500 and you upgrade for 750. So that kind of keeps the upgrade costs going up, and when we kind of when we level up our characters as well, they kind of keep up, and things are working the right way. All right. So that's the forge, and the thing that will change that hasn't changed yet is that we will have more than one tribesman or character in your tribe. Like I said, your tribe is now persistent. So this is your tribe home base instead of your dude's home camp. And your tribe gains levels. So this is a 500 experience point to go for the next level. On level 2. That's kind of, we haven't really defined exactly what the rewards are for gaining levels, but that's what we're gonna do a little bit later. But also each one of your characters will gain levels. For now, characters don't die as such, but if they die during the raid is the same, the kind of the micro gameplay loop where you go and play around. This window setting. So the raid is basically what it was when you go run around the city or the suburb at the moment. So when a character dies in that mode, it won't bring back the scrap. It loses all of its weapons and all the consumables it took with it, and it loses 50% of its experience points. So these characters gain levels very quickly. Tribes need much more to gain. You can go up to level 5, which means that you have more. Your weapons do more damage, and you have more hit points effectively. Every level gives you some. So let me show how it looks like now when you go and raid. Still looks the same, but we now have some other stuff down here where you have the same weapons, but now, like you see, we spawn with some weapons because we had a raid and we didn't die, so you can keep your weapons and your ammo, so you have the same stuff you had before. And the right mouse button is now punching, so that's good. And G is for grenades. I wish it would show better how many grenades we have, because it just lobs a grenade immediately when you press G. And space is for jump. So these are here to show you the the cooldown, what you have. All right. Also, here's an experience bar. So you see when you're gaining experience when you are raiding. And we also always now spawn on the escape hatch. So it kind of brings the story together. You came through these tunnels and you started a raiding or started to look for things. I think, okay, sorry, so that was a small lag. Anyways, let's go. So you can now punch. I also kind of punch has a cooldown, so you can't just punch a lot, but you can push these zombies back a little bit. So it's not a problem if you run out of bullets. You can't punch your way through a horde, so you better find weapons at some point. The goal, as before, is still to try to find enough scrap to take home. Scrap is the currency that you use to upgrade your tribe. I also did some usability improvements where, so when you mouse wheel for, damn it, if you mouse wheel for your next weapon, it doesn't let you select a weapon that doesn't have ammo. How that didn't make any sense. That you kind of you don't have ammo, and then you then it selects a weapon that doesn't have ammo. There's one zombie you can bully them with the punching. It pushes them back. Oh, I made a mistake. If you try to just punch your way out of it, you better be quite accurate. I was thinking about the Lands of Ruin had something which is pretty interesting for a tabletop miniature game, which was like a threat level that was increasing by making noise. So if there was a massive battle, it meant like a lot of like strange stuff started to pop up the battlefield, including ancient battle mechs and stuff like that. But I think I'm not gonna do that for now. But that could be something that we could do later. That instead of just horde spawning on a timer, we'd had a kind of threat level kind of an approach. But I really now need to start finding an escape hatch, otherwise I might die. I lowered the number of escape hatches spawning. Here's one. Good. And I have time to jump in. There's a small animation, so they might attack you still. And at the end of the raid, you now see what you did, and it kind of draws a map what you did. It would be kind of fun thing to do. There we go. That's basically where we are at now. Now there's a somewhat kind of a balance problem in the sense that you can just sleep. So you can't go raid when you are when it's night. It doesn't let you. That might change in the future, but for now you have to sleep. At the moment, nothing happens during the night. There's no risk of sleeping. So you could just spam the call it a day button, and you will get just grenades, infinite grenades. Here you define how many take. I also want to have, like, when you press raid, I want to have like a start raid screen that allows you to equip and shows you your equipment. Maybe that's actually something let's do that now. You see all my different Claude instances that are running. Start raid screen where I can select my tribe character I want to take. I want to see the current equipment of the current character. So if the character has weapons or not, as well as level. Also that on that screen. No, I don't know how to start. Screen. I want to select the consumables. Take with me. So that's just a kind of usability thing to do. I need to change this. Now, the reason the night button is abusable is that I haven't built the night gameplay yet. And I mentioned yesterday that I didn't have a full idea what to do. I now have. I want the kind of the camp to be much more, or base to be much more involved. Basically, I want to be able to, of course, buy the stuff that helps your characters, mattresses, tents, fire, whatever's right. I think this is fine, so you can very quickly get a little bit better. But what I want to do is basically at night have different scenarios that might happen. I think with this, let me just this. With this scenarios might be some nights nothing happens, but I think zombie invasion should be kind of a second type of a gameplay where you play defense in your base. And for that to be fun, I think that you should be building your base. And basically what should happen is that if you can't defense, there should be quite a bit penalty for example, you don't get the grenades or whatever you were cooking. And the characters that die in the defense should be getting the same penalty as they did would during the day, so they lose some of the experience. But this needs to be fine-tuned. But night should be risky, especially if you haven't prepared for it. And maybe it should be something like you have few nights first that nothing really happens, so you have a little bit time to build it. But that's what I want to do. The other thing that I have already built in here, so I'm preparing to this idea that there will be more tribes characters. So basically what happens if I now die in this setup? Come on, fight faster, zombies. Bunks. So if I die in this scenario, I can no longer raid with the same character. Not only I lose all of your things, so I died. So it means that I'm hurt badly. I lost quite a bit of experience because I was level 5 and I didn't get anything back from the thing. Renown points, which is a tribe experience points, they will stay and they will come around anyways. But now this dude is injured. Everything lost. So no weapons, injured, and I can't go raiding because I don't have a dude anymore. So now I have to rest, and after one night of rest, I can go again. This could be a little bit. We could figure out if there's something more interesting that could be done. But now I'm back to level 4, which I think is fine. And I have lost all my weapons. So I think it's fine to drop a level when you kind of die. So that gives you a little bit of a penalty. So it's like a real penalty for messing up. So it kind of gives you incentive to really try to recover and try to run to the hatch, especially if you have a lot of scrap on you or if you have a lot of weapons. So it gives you this kind of risk and reward thing that is going on. One thing I also did is when you run to the hatch, like right now I can go there, it spends 10% of the day. So you have like a penalty so you can't just go run in and run out and run in. You will lose the day because day is the asset you want to be using. But now I can go back because the dude didn't die. I can use him again. And again, I start on the escape hatch. In theory, you can't just run around and basically go. Okay, there was a bug. I had a pistol already. It forgot that I had a pistol, so I should have kept the pistol because I didn't die. I came from the escape hatch. Okay, let me fix this. This bug needs to be fixed. I had a bug. I went for a raid, got a pistol, where pistol went back to base while a hatch. When I started a raid again on the same day. I know I no longer had a pistol. Now escaping while a hatch should keep your gear. Okay, you fix that. I go back play. Punch on. Cool. So now the guy is a little bit weaker as well. Let me see if it happens again. I go back to the hatch, back to camp. Everything you were carrying came home with you. Pistol, 10 ammo. Raid. Okay, now it worked. For some reason, the first time it didn't. Ah. Oh, that was, damn it. I also reduced a bit amount of the holes or craters on the ground. Oh yeah, one big thing that was hilarious in the last time we played. I can punch there. It's this one guy. Is the shadows, because what Claude did, it first added this kind of round shadow. It looked hilarious. Technically, it worked, but what I then did, I asked it to kind of find a pattern that is being used in games in general, and it did find a good pattern how to fix the situation. So now the shadows actually are pretty good, and also buildings and trees have shadows. So you can see the daytime changing while you are running away from zombies. It's a little bit, it's not the best shadow when it's on in water. It's a little bit kind of off, but it didn't bother me enough to actually do anything about it. Whoa. And the fence shadows are still off. I tried to get it fixed a few times, but for some reason the fence is a very difficult one. I think it's complex. So it's you go away. So 2 big things we need to do to really get the game going is to make sure we have a way to find more tribesmen or women, and trying to figure out how and what is the kind of the idea of getting to, how do people find your tribe? It's lagging super a lot because let me go here. It's doing something. Yeah, there's some internet connection problems. Apologies for that. It should get better. The game started lagging because Claude is doing something quite drastic behind. Sometimes my computer just can't handle it. I don't have super powerful computer phone for this. Yeah, sorry about that. There was some lag spike again on the streams. I hope it gets sorted. No idea what's going on at the moment. Let me check if the Twitch is still up. Twitch is just telling me it fails to detect classification for the stream. I don't know why. I really don't understand enough. Wow. Looks like Twitch is not working. Something super crashing. Okay, it might be that Twitch isn't working correctly. Oh, it is. Okay, I have no idea what's going on with the Twitch stream. Yeah, I think Twitch is working again. Yeah, it looks like it's working again on Twitch. It looks like YouTube is also working. I have no idea what was causing that. Sorry about that, folks. Boom, boom. Okay. It's time to tap into my secret weapon of the night, which is again Coke. I think there's something about staying up late and writing code and doing nerdy stuff and drinking Coke. Maybe the younger generation doesn't do this anymore. It's just my older generation that does bad things and bad habits like this. Mm-hmm. Good. All right. So back to the game thoughts or thinking about what to do with the game. So what I want to do now is to really understand the night gameplay and finding other characters. Now, I think the night gameplay doesn't work unless there's other characters. So that's going to be the first one to do properly. The idea I had today is that when running around, you kind of there should be some kind of building or something which you need to go and release a prisoner who then joins your tribe. We need to just make sure that they are not spawned too often. It could be that the suburb will have just one, and then you have to now find a new area where you can find another. And we need to balance it a little bit to see how it goes. Okay, good. Now we need to figure it out. We need to create a way for to find new tribe members when on a raid. So create a prison. Would it be a prison or some kind of camp? Maybe like a prison camp, kind of prison camp asset and setup where the can find a prison camp. Sorry, I'm not really building in a prose. People can understand. Can find a prison camp, which is a fenced area. Fenced area in a specific part of the map. The current suburban map should have only one. It should be at least 100, maybe 150 squares away from the starting hatch. A prison should contain a tribe member to break them free. The character needs to break the door. break the gate of the prison fence. That will set the imprisoned tribe member free. They will run away and join the tribe. They will then be available in the tribe UI, and can then choose to go raid with them. Okay, a prison camp should be guarded by a significant amount of zombies to make it somewhat difficult to free the prisoner. Yeah, I think what we need to do, we need to have tests. Each area should be thanks, Jasper. Each area should have just one maximum. Then we're kind of going to expand and find new areas where they're going to have another prison and another. I think that's the way to limit any kind of camping these and just releasing them. Once the is released, the prison will be empty on the raids. Each map will contain only one prison. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go see how it works. It fixed stuff. Okay, that's good. I didn't want to press this for some reason. I pressed lack. I don't know. I don't buy this explanation from Claude, because of course my save now says it works, but I had the bug before and then I kept playing and it didn't happen again. Okay, I need to keep an eye on it. Alrighty, let's see how it works while it's working on the other stuff. Why did it delete the test? Yeah, it's night, I need to sleep, then go raid. Good, need to select this guy. Taking 2, all, I'm not gonna take all grenades. 3. Pistol, yeah, the pistol has shotgun, but no bullets. It doesn't have a rifle, hasn't found a rifle yet. All right, that's fine. Okay, well, it's very bright. We need to add weather, because it's always, maybe the world always will have like this. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm back at level 5 with this dude. I can show the grenade as well, by the way. I think I haven't showed it yet. So it has a little bit of fuse. Throw it here, and then boom. There we go. They are consumable, so if I use them, they're gone. Can I fit it here? I can. Oh no. So yeah, here the shadow is a little bit wonky. I guess technically it works, but yeah. Yeah, you need to kind of learn a little bit the delay of the grenade to figure out where it's gonna be. Yeah, I think the shadow works fine in the water. It's not too bad, but oh no. I need to make when you click, I need to make a like empty ammo. Sound. Ah, shit. The gameplay is actually pretty fine. I just suck at it. So one thing, yeah, I talked about this before. I kind of want to have a way to find new areas. Especially this prison setup now requires basically it's almost like that's the goal of each area, is to go and find your tribe member, and then you can move on to the next area. So my thought was, okay, you find some like a special escape hatch you can use to get to somewhere else. And once you go there once, then it's an option in your base. You can choose where you want to go. And the areas has become more and more difficult, depending a little bit. And then they kind of have difficulty. Oh no, I punched the wrong dude. I need to punch the, oh no. Do I have grenades? I don't have time to watch. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that was a good one. I don't know how many I took with me, but I'm definitely gonna die now. And it's not good. I don't want to die with this dude because I have a lot of scrap with me. 40. No. I need to find a hatch now. There was a hatch. I don't have anything anymore. I might not be able to make it. Oh, I died on the hatch. Oh man. So I lost all of this. The renown is held, but all my scrap was gone. All my weapons are gone. Ha! My tribe got a new level. There's nothing. You don't gain any levels yet for your tribe. Well, you gain levels, but the levels don't do anything. I don't know what they could do though. Don't I have enough scrap? I keep losing this. Yeah, I think the main gameplay loop works. Now the dude dies, I have to call it a night. But of course, there's no penalty. It's actually good. I will get more grenades. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think the prison stuff also works. I guess that I think it needs to be kind of, it needs to become stressful. I think that needs to be the point of the thing. Do you need to go find this fence shadowbug annoys me, but it's fine. Yeah, Jasper, is the kind of the idea as well. I don't know if you watched the yesterday's stream, but the idea of the stress level is to go for the kind of the time of day. It gives you timer. It's because practically impossible to play at night because you don't see anything. And on purpose, I haven't implemented any kind of lights. I know the zombie games tend to. Oh no, I have some lights, but so they kind of oh shit, you should have a timer on what to do. There we go. And you have to kind of consider when you should escape. Carrying a lot of scrap you want to take. Oh, not now, Claude. Then you should figure out, okay, now is the right time to actually go, because it takes 1.5 seconds to go to the hatch. I just made it. Let's look into the other window. Claude is testing the stuff. It's quite interesting to see sometimes how it tries to test. Like you see, it's just like it's basically ignoring a lot of the game mechanisms just to be able to do the thing I ask it to test. So basically now it's figuring out how it can find the prison, I think. because it's moving. Usually it doesn't even move, it just warps into the state where it wants to go. Yeah. I wonder what could be a good thing that the tribe renown or tribe levels give you. Haven't thought about that. Not super important. But this guy needs to go back to level 5 because managed to die. I don't want to take 5. Okay, let's see what the Claude is doing. What is it doing? No idea what it's doing. Sorry, folks. My internet connect still has this strange lag. Comes every half an hour for a few seconds. I need to fix it, but please bear with me. Okay. I thought I didn't die. Kind of don't remember. There was this bug at some point that the game kept running in the background. So you go to escape hatch, but at the end, if the game isn't paused in the background, I will end up dying. So if I keep a little bit time here. Okay, back to camp. No, I didn't die. It wasn't that causing it. Okay. Let's try again. Oops, straight to the hole. Yeah, I think this is starting to feel about right. You say you go running around to try to find a special hatch that brings you to the next area. Then you can find something more interesting. And what we can do, we can limit the kind of, let's say the next area can't spawn until your tribe is on a certain level. Go away. So it kind of forces the player to play the game a little bit more. Come on. Go. Don't go to water. Oh no. Use these fences to evade. There we go. Screw you. Starting to remember the map sometimes. So it's generated map by generated just once. So I need to check, but what I think will happen, that everybody will get their own map, but it's not going to be regenerated, which kind of makes sense if you are raiding in certain area. That's then. Oh, I think a grenade should have some light in it. Okay, let's go. Come on. Okay, what's up with Claude? It's cheating. Is this supposed to be the prison? I hope it is. Yeah, we need to make a different asset for it. I don't want to have this thing. Yeah, okay, scenery scattered inside the compound. It kind of makes sense. My clearance. Oh, this is what we need to do. The prison should have zombie guards that are quite tough. So basically you need to make sure that you have good weapons with you, before you engage them. I think that's the way to go. Prison should have special that spawn when the door is open. And these guards should provide a significant challenge. Actually, what it should be, yeah, okay, this is what it should be. So once you kill the guards, you open the door, you spawn the guards. Once you kill the guards, only at that point your tribe member is released. Only after the guards are killed, the tribe member is released and becomes available for your tribe. Okay, it becomes like a little bit of like a boss fight, and we could do something like in the suburb. It makes sense to have a prison. The industrial area could be something else. You could have different end bosses every time. What I'm a big fan of these kind of roguelite type of games is where the game environment stays the same. So the game environment never adapts to your level or your skill, or you kind of into your skill or your character levels or anything like that. So I don't want to have this rubber banding. So basically, the way if these guards are too difficult, you just raid more to improve your levels, find better weapons, and have higher level tribe, and then you just can, you know, it will be easy for you to kill them. So you kind of adapt yourself the level of your gameplay. If you want the challenge, you just go in immediately, try to speed run the whole thing. But if you want to take it a bit easy, just play a bit longer, get a little bit more experience points, and then go and make it easy. We are at night, so we need to sleep. We have some 5 grenades. I don't want to risk too many. All right, let's go. We have a rifle and pistol. Oh, where can I play? A lot of bullets. Oh, I need to get the defense shadow fixed. But actually, all the other things look pretty good. So what it's doing, it's using the same sprite as it is using to draw the character to draw shadow, which makes a lot of sense. Basically, it doesn't really add any CPU load, or it adds very minimal CPU load. Not that this is a heavy game to run anyways. I have no GPU on my Windows computer. It runs just fine. But yeah, the shadow looks good. It kind of, these are fake shadow and fake lighting, but you couldn't tell because the direction is correct. All the trees are casting the shadow right way. The buildings are casting right way shadow. The buildings look like ass. Windows are in broken, like this building that makes no sense. I also would really very much like it to generate more different buildings. This doesn't make any sense that the window is hovering in the air. But, you know, it's not really that's a big deal for playtesting purposes. What I want to have the gameplay feeling fine first, and then we can look into visuals. I really actually wanted to make something more meaningful out of it. I need to hire a human to build assets. Oh yeah, now it's a good time to lob a grenade. Come on. Oh yes, that was a good one. Oh, this big guy was hiding behind the sneaky bastard. I'm just gonna lob another one. There we go. Ease the pressure. One more grenade left. have a problem a little bit with the bottom part of my weapons. I don't have time to look at the weapon stuff. Also, I think the grenade throwing is somewhat difficult. You need to find G on a keyboard. But I wonder if it should just be a weapon to choose, and then you with the left mouse you throw it. Well, this was a good raid. Not a lot of scrap. I still can't buy a better. This takes a long time to get, but again, 2 grenades a day is quite a bit. We need to adjust probably the scrap gaining value, especially if we start building the base. I have this kind of dream that I want to have like base building proper. You build walls and improve the walls and stuff like that. Not completely unlike Clash of Clans. I keep going back to Clash of Clans, but the nothing else want to take from that game. But this kind of idea that you can build walls and improve the walls. Definitely not pay to wait gameplay. So I just finished building the stuff I told it to build, and then I immediately told I want something else. 6 grenades left. Yeah, maybe next thing would be to generate a little bit better assets for the buildings. So these assets are not generated by LLM. Am I full? They are. The LLM has generated the Python script to generate the assets. So they kind of LLM generated assets one step removed. Oh, how did multiset LLM assets with one extra step? Depending on what you say, what you know, but yeah, I've been working on the kind of the starting to build the macro gameplay. So right now we're waiting for Claude to build a prison where I can go and release a tribe member. I'm effectively changing the way the game, the macro level is working. Basically, you instead of controlling the individual character, you control your tribe, and your tribe gains experience. Your characters also gain experience, but they might also lose it a little bit. Oh, I really need to find an escape. And there's an escape hatch. Come on. So when you kind of so you gonna have a tribe that has tribe levels. Each survivor has their levels. I don't like the term survivors. It's more about tribe, so each tribe member. And then you're gonna be building your tribe. So you're gonna have more than one character to choose from. And they kind of gain their own levels, but when they die, they lose levels. They're not gonna be removed from your tribe, so you can keep them. And basically, right now Claude is working to build the part where you gain more tribe members. The idea is basically each map, which is currently we only have the suburb. We will have a kind of end goal, which is to find the place where your tribe member is kept, kill the guards to release the tribe member and get them to join your tribe. The other goal is to find a hatch, a special hatch that takes you to a new area. That's not built yet. That's going to be the next steps to do. Basically, what I want to do is I want to force the player to explore and play enough on this area before a new area is going to be made available. Because I think the idea is also to scale the level of the areas. But yeah, I think the micro gameplay is starting to be fine. I have nothing much other than like visuals. I'm not really happy with the visuals, but the kind of is working. I can now lob grenades. There we go. And then basically trying to figure out the macro gameplay. The time of day is working super well. That's the one that we really built yesterday, which is kind of giving you the time pressure on trying to finish and reach your goals in these areas as soon as you can. I need to use this shotgun because apparently I'm full with bullets. The shadows that looked hilarious yesterday now look actually quite good. Oh no. And yeah, that's it. We're working on the macro gameplay. What I hope, once I have the kind of the prison set up and the tribe member increase tested, I will then want to have the second area. But the most important thing to build is the night gameplay. At the moment, night is risk-free, so you can just spam sleep button and get grenades and stuff. Yeah, but that shouldn't be the case, so you might get raided at night. For now, it's just going to be zombie raid, but maybe later on we're going to have something else. Other tribes and stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure how the night or the raid gameplay is going to work. I just want it to be a little bit more like base building, more towards tower defense than this. I don't want to have another mode of game that is just the same but at night. It's more what I kind of want to do is just have a horde and have these your characters defend your base. That's basically what I want to get to tonight, if possible. A couple of hours I think I have. Jasper, if you're still around, I did edit the podcast we recorded today. Podcast we recorded yesterday. Finally got around to edit it. It's scheduled to be published tomorrow. For everybody else, the Snap Technology podcast about open source LLMs. Basically, we discussed with Jasper. We're going to run an experiment. Effectively, want to build something, and then see what we can do with the open source models. But it's in YouTube. It's just going to be on this very same YouTube channel. It's part of the Snap Technology podcast. Tomorrow morning it's scheduled to be published. So we just talked about, it's basically preparation for the experiment of running the open source models. We have no content about the open source models yet. It's more about how we see the world of LLMs, basically, especially after the Fable incident of US government pulling Fable from foreigners. You just can't rely on single model. You kind of have to somehow eat grenade. You have to find a way to be able to switch between models. Otherwise Americans can just pull the plug, and that's difficult. I need a health kit. Also, it's getting late. I need to go. I wonder if I should take this hatch. Maybe I take this hatch. Oops. No grenades, damn it. I can't take that hatch. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh no, I died. Hey. I didn't have a lot of scrap, but I was level 5. Now I'm injured and can't do much anymore. A warden fight. Okay, then we sleep. There's no risk of sleeping. Got a new grenade. We lost the grenade. We used the grenade. All my weapons. I need to start from pistol again. Where's all these guys coming from? Crap. Oh no, I thought I wouldn't. Could have jumped. There's crap in the crater. You can get it even if you jump. $14. Not enough to go home yet. Wait, how did I? Oh yeah, I think the level up animation should be much more easy to see, because I gained levels back to 5 with this dude, but I didn't notice. Yeah, that needs to be better. The in-game, in-rate level up animation must be should be more prominent. Loud in center of the screen. Cool. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks for popping by. See you later. So see you another day. The shadow looks wrong. Dog is making a nest. Oh no. It's getting... I have one grenade left. Can I punch them all up? I can. Eat grenade. Yes. Okay, now I'm just stupid for not taking the exit. Oof. 8. I brought 8. At least I brought some experience. Basically, once the is it stuck? I think it's stuck. Look at my token count. Something's up with Claude. It's time to set up one of those alternative models like we discussed. Yeah, I'm nowhere near max of my tokens. Oh yeah, now it's working. There's something on the server. So not stuck. Mid debug. Yeah, lying. What day is today? Thursday. Sorry, trying to find right windows. Okay, good, it's working on it. Let's just keep playing. At night, need to sleep. Yeah, I think we're running on a grenade. Keep running the same hole in the beginning. Oh yeah, I'm level 5, so I can one-shot these big guys. They used to take 2 rounds. Plus 30, that's good. Go away. Damn it. I think the scrap spawn number is probably right for this kind of the starting area, this suburb thingy. Not too much, but it also isn't 0. Oh, no. Okay. Go away. Haha. God damn. Let me string them all up into one big punch and pile, and then use one of my grenades. It's somewhat satisfying to punch one of these fast dudes. Oh, here I can here eat grenade. There we go. I think grenade should just proc the defenses probably as well. Opa. Ah, that was a good one. I should be able to actually eliminate this whole wave. No. You are out of here. Yeah. I took them down, all of them. Wow, that's good. I have no bullets left. Grab some bullets and head out. Yeah. That was a good round. Good trade. Something's definitely off. It's taking a very long time to build stuff. Running the same stupid hole every time. Getting very dark. They'd probably build something like muzzle flash, something like that. And then when it's dark, it'd look cool. But this is again, it's all the lighting. Well, the lighting is real, but all the shadows are fake. So I wonder if we can have muzzle flashes at the night. Well, we definitely need to have it for the base defense if it's happening at night. Then otherwise it will be a very kind of strange experience where you shoot weapons and you don't see anything. Where did all the zombies go? Where did they go? They stopped spawning or something. I just don't see them. Okay, well, I guess that's the problem. Let's go. Yeah. It would be cool to have the kind of the terrain also drawn in the background here, just around where you run. Last grenade. Damn. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. I think I had a lot of shotgun bullets left. And I have nothing left. Oh no. Oh no. Nothing left. Yeah, it's time to go. I missed with my punch. pretty impossible to see when the jump is on cooldown. You kind of, I can't move my eyes to that part of the screen if I want to actually see where I'm going. Not going there. I just need to know. Oh yeah, that's a good place for a grenade. Yes. That was my class grenade though. I wonder if the zombies drop more scrap. I just like they are just here to keep me moving. $30 rounds. Sweet. I don't need them yet. Haha. Punch you in the face. No, 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 no. Swimming on the road. This needs to be a little bit more clear. Where's the health packs? Oh, there's a health pack. Yes, full health. A lot of rifle rounds. Oh, it's getting dark. And horde is coming. Ah, I'm out of bullets. Better find an escape hatch. On the other hand, at night I don't see where the zombies are, so I don't feel so dangerous. There we go. Not too bad. New level. Press anything. I think we're going to be looking for prisons soon. We're going to write the next prompt already. I want to create the next area. That's going to be a big one. Let's say once the tribe, tribe has advanced to the second level during the raid. There's a chance that a special escape hatch will spawn. This hatch will take the character to a new area. The new area is an industrial zone. zone, the current area, suburb, just to give them names. Once a tribe member has entered the industrial zone once, it becomes an option in the raid prep menu. The user can select which area they want to raid. Should the industrial zone become available for only after the character is being released? Maybe not. Maybe just be able to bypass and come back to fight the tribe member. But it needs to be, you need to do at least one level. One level is 1000 XP. A renown. 1000 XP is not too much. You get 1 per zombie. At least some get 2. You might kill 100 in a raid. It's 10 raid. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think we shouldn't shortcut it. Good. Fitting for an industrial area. The industrial area will have more difficult zombies. Yes. Zombies need to create. We need to. All zombies should be 50% tougher than in the suburb. And we will need zombie time. Something is off. It really is definitely something is off on Claude's side. Let me figure out if there's some status. They are lying. Another thing. I wanted to do one thing while we're waiting for Claude to recover. I wanted to take a look at the Godot engine. So this is the engine we are using. It is an open engine, which is really cool. It works well, at least on Windows and Android, which are the platforms for me at the moment. There was a new snapshot very recently. Things, yeah, pretty cool. But what I wanted to show, here's the showcase. Going back a long way. Yeah. I wonder if some of these games are available. Are they Steam games? Or if there's some free games as well. Maybe Steam. Sorry about that. Okay. So basically what I want to do I wanted to do on the showcase. Let me bring down the music very low. I will let the music run here, or the video a little bit. So I wanted to show folks how it looks like, what kind of stuff you can do with the Godot engine. It really is quite, there's quite a bit cool stuff you can do with it. I'll post a link for this people to watch directly, because that's how you can see it jump to where I kind of want to watch every part fully. But you can see what's possible with this engine. It really is, it's really capable. A lot of different type of, we turn it off, the music. It's just music, it isn't really, it really isn't any game sounds. This is too slow again. Yeah, it's really cool. It's amazing this kind of engine is completely free and open source. The tools are also pretty sweet. I'm using Claude, but if you do manual stuff, they're a little bit open sourcey in a sense that the tools, not the best looking tools, but so what? If they're functional. So they're not bad. It's not like GIMP bad. But there's so much stuff people have built with this. What is this? Not 100% sure about these assets. Nice. Anyways, take a look at the showcase. It really isn't. It's not like you make a compromise by jumping to an open source engine. It's more about, yeah, it just does everything you want to do. Okay, let's cue the next prompt. But I think I think Claude is so slow that we can't do much more today. I'll see if this finishes, but otherwise it's just going to be boring of waiting for Claude to respond. I might be back tomorrow again, late night in Central European time. It's approaching midnight my time now. And to look at the base defense mode. But before the base defense mode, I want to have more than one character in the tribe. I think that's kind of, yeah, we need to see that. We need to see how we can give the tribe time to grow, but make sure that we don't let people abuse and hammer or spam the basically the night sleep button that generates all your assets or your consumables. That would be a bit of a problem otherwise. Damn it. The computer is lagging. It's doing something. Something's happening a lot. Usually it's when I'm building something on Android, Cradle is taking down my computer, and Claude has this bad habit. It doesn't release all the Cradle build systems, and sometimes has multiple running at the same time. And that causes some problems. Okay, let me launch the game again, and let's go into the game and see what is the current state. I don't think the prison stuff is there yet, because it hasn't really fully completed it. We might have to just give up for tonight. Oh wow, it's been running a lot of tests at least. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's take a grenade, head out. I don't even know how the stuff is supposed to look like. I think the punch animation is honestly quite funny. It's just doing bonk. It's pretty funny. And there's no way I'm gonna do music myself, because I'm completely incompetent with all that comes to any form of art. So I need to look at the free sound assets and see what could be there. It really doesn't really matter, because when I'm playing this, I'm playing something in the background anyways. The music that you hear now is from Stream Beats. Stream Beats is a source for royalty-free music from artists who are super nice and contribute their music for others to use on their streams without getting copyright strikes or something like that. Nope, this is not good. Thing is, I have a grenade. If I can escape, I will try to, because I will lose it if I I don't want to lose the grenade. Yeah, I didn't lose it. Go this way instead. I don't usually go. I tend to go like, maybe I go always the same way. It's already risk-free because there's not too many of them. Oh, they in a nice line. Rifle is super good when they are this kind of lines. Damn it! It's 3 rounds. Punching this fast runner dude. Oh no! Punched it, but missed. The punch twice. Punching doesn't take as much damage as shooting. You know, kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So you need to punch these fast ones twice for them to die. The punches also push them back, so then they're not right next to you. Oof, I think it's time to use the rifle. And there you go, hit grenade. Yes. I wonder if we should have a mini-map. Because I keep thinking, like, you know, if it's... we need to make sure that every player has their own map spawn. Maybe it should even kind of redraw at some... I don't know. My worry is because it's generated... What if it generates the prison in a place you can't access, for example? But if you don't have any kind of mini-map, you kind of get lost quite easily. The only thing is you remember yourself where you've been. But it could be like this fog of war type of thing. You get the map only in areas you already explored. Need to think about it. Okay, one more day. If we do not get something from Claude by the end of this raiding day, then we will give up for today. I do tend to go this direction quite often. At least it could be kind of nice to know where you have been to. Okay, where the areas you haven't gone to yet, especially if the prison spawns only one in one place, which it should. That means that you might just go like you never go to that place. My definition, it has to be at least 100 squares out. 100 squares actually isn't a lot. Yeah, 100 squares really isn't very far. Be more like 1,000, I think. Because this is a square. 100 squares, this is 10. Yeah. Oh, we can fine tune it. Because I think it should be like a goal. It should be a thing that you do. The other thing I was thinking about was this. There's these hatches here. And you can go away back to your base, but you always spawn at the same hatch back. Shouldn't it be like you can go and continue where you last entered? Instead of always coming to the same starting point. You always start from the same hatch. It can become boring. But then again, if you start with the same place, you always kind of know where you're at. Difficult to say. I remember this place already. Damn it. Aha. You suck. Now they're lining up again for... Oh, they got stuck in the fence. Back the pistol. These white ones, they summon more zombies. You try to kill them very quickly. Yeah, I had to stop to throw the grenade. It's not super smooth the way the grenade throwing works. I'm not happy with that. Not happy with that. Night is coming. Oh no, I fell in a hole, but there was no zombies around for once. Can be stupid and try to go somewhere, just take the hatch that it was given to me. $17. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like something's super stuck on the cloud side. It is now past midnight exactly. So I think we're going to wrap this up for today. Thanks people for watching. I'm pretty sure I will continue tomorrow. I will get the prison stuff, I get the industrial area set, so you can have this progression, but we need to get the night second gameplay mode set up, the base defense and the base building. Then the game is ready. Famous fast last words. Thanks folks for watching. See you next time.